look at the S&P at the top of your screen. At the big board, TRI Pointe Homes, a California-based home builder, celebrating its IPO today. And we'll speak to the company's CEO in a few moments. Over at the NASDAQ, Discovery Communications and Animal Planet's Puppy Bowl 9. Which is must-see TV this Sunday, of course, airing this Sunday. Discovery.
And they make fortunes. It shows again and again and again.
Right. In terms of TRI Pointe Homes, it might be a good day to go public. We had some positive data points out of the housing market of late. Pulte coming in this morning with a beat. We had DR Horton the other day coming in with a beat. So in terms of the environment for a housing IPO, this could be a very good day. Already they had to increase the size of the offering. They priced above the range, $17, putting the valuation of the company at more than $500 million. It is going to trade at the post right behind us, so we'll get the inside scoop on where this thing looks like it will open. But
California.
TBH,
This is a California home builder. San Francisco area, also southern. Look, when you go to their website, they're selling them like hotcakes. I can't believe it.
Single family homes.
What does that say? California home builder going public.
My, how
and
far we've
Pulte's
come.
down. Why don't you throw that in? And Pulte's down, Jim.
And Pulte is down, Jim.
Thank you. Thank you for that wet blanket. That wet electric blanket.
A wet signed blanket.
Anything else you need me to tell you?
Whatever you want.
Speaking of housing, we are going to talk to Fedig from Whirlpool in the 11 this morning. Pricing is getting better, but volume is not matching at all what new homes are doing.
Surprising, low single digit, but the companies make a lot of money. Don't forget they've got some trade rulings that are their favor. And this is perceived as being the quintessential build more homes, sell more Whirlpool.
And upgrade cycle. Not just new homes, but upgrade cycle. There are a lot of appliances that were sold at the height and prior to the housing boom, and those appliances will need to be replaced. Dryers, washers, etc.
That was one that, again, I wonder if the stock had opened down, whether someone might say, you know what, I'm off of Whirlpool. I do see analysts, again, taking cues from stocks. Suddenly everyone loves Whirlpool.
Then that means that they're no help to us. They're taking the cue from the stock.
They're not.
David, any verdict yet on Viacom?
Not that bad. And we're going to talk more about it in the Faber report. Time Warner Cable, perhaps not quite what people had been hoping for. Both those calls taking place, but we'll give you a bit more color on both those earnings reports. One, of course, distributes content, and the other provides the content. Right. But Viacom, if you had to pick, Carl, I'd say probably the better of the two, though not great either.
Haven't touched on Under Armour yet. 47 cents, beats by a penny. Revenue a little bit better.
A lot of people thought there'd be a miss. A lot of people felt that the weather wasn't right for Under Armour. A lot of people felt that this is now a very competitive situation. Don't forget, this is a Maryland company. It is uniquely associated with the Ravens.
And my son has 10 separate Under Armour sweatshirts. So he can change every single day. For 10 straight days, he can wear a different one and then cycle through again. Maybe it's 14 at this point.
It's a technology brand. They have technology.
They have technology.
You listen to me.
He believes that. He does.
Listen to me.
TRI Pointe Homes debuting on the big board this morning. Shares of TPH trading higher by 12.7%. Joining us now at Post 9 is CEO Doug Bauer. Doug, great to have you with us.
Thank you.
You're a California home builder specializing in single family homes. Give us an insight into your market right now. Your average selling prices, are they going higher? And what do you see for the California market specifically?
You know, the California markets are definitely in the first inning of a recovery. We recently expanded into Colorado into last year. Our kind of sweet spot as far as average selling price in California is about $550,000. But generally speaking, we really saw last year the improvement in the market. The traffic and the conversion had been very strong, and it continues actually into the first 4 weeks of this year. So we're very excited, and as I said, I think we're in the first inning.
We have mortgage rates for the first time in the latest reading. The 15-year mortgage is above 3% since the Fed started buying MBS. I'm wondering if that is an impetus for people to get off the sidelines. Do you think that will increase demand in homes because people want to lock in the rates?
You know, housing is driven by jobs, and in our markets from Northern California to Southern California, and even the state of California has had great positive job growth. Interest rates have definitely been a key factor in in the industry coming back. But really, the consumer confidence and pricing, as Case-Shiller and all the other indices report, that gives a lot of confidence.
Hey, Doug, can I get a Residence 2 at the Silver Creek development for $1.3 million now that you're sold out of Residence 1?
Well, we'll work a deal for you, Jim.
Are you telling me that $1 million homes are selling out very quickly?
They are very strong up in Northern California. You look at the Silicon Valley, Jim, and from San Francisco to San Jose through November, we generated over 80,000 jobs, very high-paying jobs, and the consumer up there really demands an excellent product. I mean, our product is both entry-level to move up, and that product has been moving very well.
At the same time, at the Candera, $300,000 homes temporarily sold out. So low-priced and high-priced.
It's across the board, Jim. I mean, the market from Southern California, North San Diego County to Northern California is definitely picking up. So we're excited. It's an historic event for myself and my two partners. We're looking forward to it.
What's the company going to do with the money that you're raising directly? Obviously, Mr. Sternlicht, your chairman, 45% owner, still selling some as well for Starwood. But what are you going to do with the proceeds?
Actually, the proceeds are being used to acquire 775 lots that we have under control. So the neat thing about what we're doing, it's immediately accretive to the value of the company. It's not for general working capital purposes, but for real assets. And that's really critical for our growth.
You mentioned job growth in California. I mean, Rick Perry from Texas going through that state saying, hey, they keep raising taxes here, come to Texas. Lots of people moving over the border to Nevada. Do you worry at all? Yes, they balance the budget, but people do worry about taxes continuing to go up there.
It's a great question, and obviously California's got a high tax and high regulations, but it's a great environment, a great state to do business. In Northern California, you've got the technology industry. Every 10 years, it reinvents itself. And Southern California is a very diverse economy, so we're still pretty bullish on where the state's going.
Where are we in the narrative of the price of building materials? Still climbing? Second even out this year?
Everybody's reported a lot of tightening, and there has been a fair amount of tightening in the labor and the subcontractor base, mostly the labor, because the subcontractors were wiped out for 4 or 5 years. I meet with them as we build our homes, and they ask me, Doug, is this for real? Because we had those artificial starts in 2009 and 10. And I think as they see that this is for real and we're going into the second inning, they're going to start hiring.
First inning? Really? First inning?
Wow.
I think we're heading into second this year. I'm going to go year by year.
Bottom of the first.
Yeah. You never know when you get rained out, though.
5 years of rainouts.
Yeah.
Doug, thanks for coming by. We appreciate it. Doug
Thank
Bauer,
you. Thanks for having me.
of TRI Pointe.
Jim, we went over what's on tonight. Duncan, you want to promo anything else?
Yes, SAP just called. They're coming on tonight. They allegedly had a shortfall, and yet the stock is scorching higher. And then Key downgraded today. I disagree with the downgrade. They never do TV. It's going to be really fabulous.
For someone who's going to go to New Orleans, Jim,
yes.
You're going to need these.
You are too kind.
They don't take American Express, MasterCard, or Visa. That is the currency there.
Well,
you know this.
I cannot wait. This is my second Super Bowl. I'm not in it, David. I'm only watching.
I know. I'm sorry your Eagles are not even close, but that's okay.
But your pick is?
The Ravens have the magic.
Yes.
Really?
Destiny, man.
Yes.
Destiny. We will see you next week.
Thank you so much.
Have a great time.
Have a great time.
When we come back.